I could never hear what was going on. I'd be at those training sessions. I had no idea what the coach was saying. I'd just follow the other kids. And that was because I have a hearing loss and I'm profoundly deaf. So at the age of 6, they picked up that I had hearing loss, and I started wearing hearing aids from that age. So we talk a lot about inclusion in sport, and back then as a kid that couldn't hear anything, you just sort of got by. You just wing it, right? And so it's so wonderful we have the conversations we are today. And Cameron French was just talking about the experience and how we are ensuring that kids feel included. There's so many barriers for people to participate with disability. And so I set up Sport Access Foundation. We help kids with disability to access sport, literally by sporting grants. And Cameron French was just talking about that. I think there's going to be more of us over 60 than under 20 in terms of opportunities and participation. There's also a statistic that by the time we're 65, over half of us will have disability. And don't fear, it's a great life. But I think what that says is by investing in inclusion and diversity in our workplace and in our sports, it benefits all of us. And so don't always think about sport for people with disability. It's sport for everyone and how we can be creative and innovative in the way we do it. Because my mum recently had a stroke. And she loves walking, and so, we modified that. She can still walk and so on. So it is about, I keep saying that inclusion benefits everyone. And we can't have that thought if it's too hard. You're going to be committed to investing in the diversity and inclusion space and being genuine about that commitment, and not just facade and not just for earning points here or there, but getting that kind of grant for that reason. The great thing about the Paralympics, I'm you might say, very able-bodied person, and I think that we've still got a lot of work to do to improve participation of people who have more layers of challenges. So that's where I go to, is knowing I've got access and I can do this and that, but there's still a lot more work to do. And I think about Jamison Leeson, who went to Tokyo. She was one of our recipients 5 years ago. She's from Dunedoo, 300 kilometres west of here. She qualified for Boccia. She's in a quadriplegic. So you can imagine she's in a country town of 500 people. What are her options to sport? Boccia, 300 kilometres away. But she's such an optimistic person, incredibly a resilient individual, and she went on to qualify for Tokyo. Then she won the World Championships a year after that. I just think that the power of sport, now she's got a scholarship at the University of New South Wales, and on it goes. So the benefits are enormous, and she's a future leader.